Over the next few minutes, I'm going to share with you some of the most unique Elementor add-on packages available today. And I've got some great news for you. Some of these that cost money, I have reached out to all the developers and said, this is WP Crafter. We've got the greatest users of WordPress and Elementor around. I want you to give everybody a discount on your plugins. So in the video description box, there's going to be a link that will take you to my website where you could find out what the discounts are for all of these plugins. They're going to range from 10 to 20% off. These are unique discounts just for being a subscriber, just for watching this video right now. And if you like discounts like that, consider giving this video a thumbs up. Okay, we're going to just jump right on into it right now. The first one is Dashboard Welcome for Elementor. This is a free plugin. I've arranged 100% off. That's because it's free. And this is essentially what it does. It allows you to use Elementor to create a customized dashboard that will be there when you log in, or if you're creating websites for clients, when they log in, they'll be able to see this gorgeous, beautiful dashboard that you have created. It is so easy to use. Once you download and install the plugin, you would go inside of Elementor and create a new template. I have just this one saved template right here. Now, once you've created that template design, you go to settings. There's a new option here that says Dashboard Welcome Elementor, and you would choose based upon the user role which dashboard that you've created that you want them to see. So you can see for administrators, when administrators are logged in, they're going to see this one right here. You can have a different welcome screen for editors, authors, contributors, and subscribers. If you have a website with content writers, you can have it be when they log in, they see instructions on how to write great content for your blog, for your customers, how to reach you, how to buy more services from you. This is a really cool plugin. And believe it or not, it really is free. So this is definitely one I recommend that you check out. It is Dashboard Welcome for Elementor, 100% off. And if you use it and like it, make sure to give them a review. The next plugin is going to be Style Kits for Elementor. And as well, this is free, 100% off. This is a plugin that you add that's going to add Elementor templates, but that's not why I'm talking about this. It has a new feature that isn't in Elementor yet. They might be working on it, but I bet it will only come to Elementor Pro, and that is global styling. Let me show you. So here I am. I have already installed and activated the plugin. It adds a new menu item that says Style Kits, and you can see some of these templates that it includes. Now, we have seen this with other plugins before. This is interesting, right? But what really is the kicker here is this feature of Style Kits. So let me just show you. We've got our library here. Here's a settings option right here, but here's where the magic happens. Let me go ahead and click on one of these templates. How about this one? I'll click on import, and it allows me to create a new page on import, something I really like. So I've named this landing page. I'll click on import. It's usually really quick. Now I can click on edit template. This is going to be perfect. So it's going to give me some information about this style kit features. Now here, let me show you what I'm talking about. So you can go down here to the click wheel in Elementor, click on that, and then go to the style tab. And this allows you to create packs of styles. So you can globally style your fonts, your buttons, your font sizes, your font colors, your font styles, your buttons, your headlines, all of these things, your global colors, your spacing. You can globally set those, and then you can save it and have that be the default style for all of your Elementor pages on your site. Tell me that's not crazy. Now, I will say in Elementor, probably 2.7 Elementor Pro. I doubt it's going to come to the free version. It's probably going to come to the Pro version as official global styling. But for now, you can do it with Style Kit. And what's nice is even when Elementor Pro has global styling, if you're a free user of Elementor, you can use something like Style Kits to globally style it. So what you typically have to do with Elementor is you have to individually style elements. You have to individually create your button and the colors. It's not just automatically applied to the style. but you're going to be able to now with style kits. Let's take a look at some of these styles that we're able to use. So we've got body style, we've got body typography, headline typography, and this gives you all of the different headline styles. This is not something that you get with Elementor. Let me show you what you get with Elementor because it's right here. If I click the hamburger icon and click on default fonts, they only let you style 2 headlines. They don't let you have every single headline in the depth of properties. And pretty much all it lets you do is choose the font family and the weight, but not with style kits. With style kits, it goes way deeper than that. You can see here, we have text sizes, we have our global colors that we can set right here, button styles right here, padding, column gaps, and what's this tool thing? I don't know. That's just resetting and stuff like that. So while the templates are nice, what's really nice is the global settings. Now, this is something coming from the plugin. So if you're using other things, it might not support it. I'll give you a perfect example. I was making this dashboard here. So when you select the save sections, it doesn't respect the style kit styling. So you might run into some of those things, but it's kind of a new concept that they have pioneered here. And like I said, it's probably going to come to Elementor Pro eventually, but this is free and you'll be able to use this in the free version. Okay, the next one is just another add-on package, and there's a ton of these just add-on packages. This one had some really neat ones, and it's a newer one, and I kind of like some of the things that they're doing. It's called Happy Add-ons, and I gotta say, I kind of like that name. So this is going to also be free, and they don't have a pro version, but they always start free and then they come out with a pro version eventually. But they have some interesting modules that you can add to your Elementor website. Let me just show you 2 of them right here. One of them I thought was neat is called Step Flow, and it allows you to create these like 3-step flows like this with a little arrow in between them. You can change the icons, of course, to whatever you want. This one you can put a little number on the top right of it, and here's another style. I thought that was pretty interesting. I really like this, step 1, step 2, step 3, because we tend to think that way. I like that. And here's another one. It was just a review element, but what I liked about it is the review stars are there. The styling is nice. I like this where the image kind of sticks up outside of the box. There's a few more styles. I just kind of like what they're doing here. They're kind of giving us something new in all these designs that they're coming out with. So this is Happy Add-ons. I don't have experience using this out in the wild. Sometimes you have to be careful using Elementor add-on packs. If it's not someone that's going to stick with it, it could get out of sync with Elementor and cause you problems. So I always like to give that disclaimer. Let's carry on. The next one is very special to me. It's Cart Flows. And this is actually a plugin that I'm a co-founder of, and a lot of my ideas went into this. This is going to allow you to use Elementor to create full-featured sales funnels. There's a free version. Now, this was released last November, which was about 8 months ago. And in that time, there's already 20,000 websites using this. I'll tell you something interesting. It took 7 months to get 10,000 users, and then it took 40 days to get the next 10,000. So this thing is growing like crazy. It's making a huge difference in people's businesses. There's a free version and there's also a pro version right here. And this is going to allow you to have order bumps, one-click upsells. There's a lot of things that this allows you to do. So here it is. I've got it installed on this website. Now for the checkout, it uses WooCommerce, and WooCommerce is great because everything pretty much integrates with it. If you want to do drop shipping with this, just get a drop shipping add-on. If you want to use some random payment gateway, use that random payment gateway if it's already made for WooCommerce. There's so many things that you're able to do because this is based on WooCommerce. So we use the word flows. It's the same thing as a funnel, and you can create marketing funnels with this as well, where you have a landing page where you're offering some form of a lead magnet. Someone puts their information in and you email that to them. You send them to a thank you page. So it's not just for sales funnels. All you have to do is click on Add New, and you can look at these already done sales funnel templates, and these are all built using Elementor. So here's one for an ebook. I can just click on Import, and we just sit back and let it do its thing. And just like that, it's created an entire sales funnel complete with a landing page, a checkout page, one-click upsells, one-click downsells, and a thank you page. All that's left is to give this a name, save it, and let's view the sales funnel. So I will first go right here and view it. And this is the landing page. Now this is all done using Elementor from top to bottom. So someone goes here and then clicks on Get the Book, and it's going to take us to a beautiful, fully customized checkout page, which you can see right here. And then I can click this checkbox right here. It's going to add this additional item to the checkout. That's where you make an enticing offer where someone will just kind of a no-brainer. And then I'll click on Place Order. It's going to go ahead and place this order. But instead of the transaction being over and done with, instead it's going to take me to a one-click upsell. So now the buyer sees this special offer that you're giving them. By the way, you've already charged them for the first purchase. This is just additional. All they have to do is click on Add to Order, or they can click on No Thank You. And what's it going to do? It's going to take them to a downsell. And this is where you make another offer to them where it might not be as much money as the upsell. And right here, they can add it to the order or click on No Thanks. And then it's going to take them to a fully customizable thank you page, which we see right here with an order summary. Now, you're able to edit everything using Elementor. A lot of people are using cart flows right now to make so much more money selling their products and services through sales funnels. Okay, the next one right here is Krakow Block. Now, Krakow Block, it's kind of hard to say that with a straight face, is a suite of Elementor plugins. And I gotta say, they have a lot of unique options for Elementor that you're not going to be able to find anywhere. So if I go to the drop down here where it says products, it's going to reveal their entire suite of add-on plugins for Elementor. Now they treat it more modular instead of having just one plugin. These features are distinct and different, and they're in separate plugins. And when you purchase it, you get the entire suite of them. Let's take a look at two really interesting ones. A lot of them are very interesting, but I'm going to only point out two of the really interesting ones right now. This one right here is called Jet Smart Filters. It allows you to create filters for any type of content you have on your website, but you can also use it for WooCommerce to create gorgeous filters that are on the side there, but you can use this for blog posts or any type of content you have. This is very unique. Another one is Jet Search. So this is an Elementor widget. You can see right here where you can have a search bar, and it's fully customizable. It has Ajax results dynamically. So that means when someone's typing it in, it's calculating and finding those results, and it's going to show them dynamically in a dropdown without taking them to a search results page. This is really interesting. There's actually one more I wanted to show that's very interesting, and I didn't pull it up, and it is right here. It's called Jet Engine. And what Jet Engine is, it allows you to create, it's kind of like advanced custom fields. So it allows you to create custom post types and custom fields and then display them in Elementor, their dynamic content. This is one of their more developer type of add-ons, and a lot of people are using it with great success and results. Let's take a look at their pricing really quick. So they have the licensing like this for a single site. So this is $39 per year, but they have these three different packages, and some include some add-ons and some don't include others. So you can see the different breakdown in their pricing chart right here. So for the multi-tool right here, it doesn't have the e-com stuff, but it has that add-on I just showed you for creating custom post types and custom fields. If you go with the e-commerce, it doesn't have that one. It has the e-commerce stuff, but it doesn't have that add-on for creating the custom content or dynamic content. But they do have a lifetime offer here. It's only $299, but keep in mind I have a discount on it for you, so don't worry about it. There's a discount for you. It's $299 and it's unlimited sites for life. It includes everything. If you wanted to see the unlimited site license, just toggle this switch, and for $59 you can install it on more than one site. $99.99, but this stays $299. This is a good value. I will say that some of the Krakow Block stuff can be a little finicky, so you're going to want to become part of their community and ask questions. There's a lot of experienced people there that I highly respect that are doing some really neat things with the Krakow Block suite of plugins. Okay, now we're going to get into some really interesting ones. This right here, unlimited elements. Now, what this allows you to do, it has elements for you, right? but it allows you to create your own. Have you ever been to CodePen and you're looking at CodePen and you're like, wow, this is a really cool thing. It's called Connect the Dots. How can I make that the background of an Elementor section? And then you click on it and it takes you here and you can play the little game here. And you're like, this is really, really cool. And then it says HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And you're like, I don't know what the heck to do with that kind of stuff. I just want to use this in Elementor. Well, guess what? You can do that using this add-on pack right here, Unlimited Elements. So you can come to the website and read about it. It's called Widget Creator. They're the only ones with this. So you click on Widget Creator. You're going to want to educate yourself on it. Watch the videos and read as much information. Scroll down here, and the founder, who's a great guy, by the way, you can watch some of these videos, and he's actually showing you how he's using his product to create custom Elementor widgets. And you know what? There's a little bit of a learning curve, okay? You don't need to know how to code. I can do it. I don't code, and I can make these. This is a great add-on if you're making websites for people, because sometimes they want something that Elementor doesn't have and is never going to have. And this is going to make it easy for you to create your own custom Elementor blocks. It's really, really neat stuff. He has a great vision with this product. Let's take a look at the plugin really quick. Okay, so when you first activate it here, there's a library of Elementor elements that are delivered to you from the cloud. So there's tons of them, but you only download what you want. And if you see something that you like, just go ahead and click on install, and now it's going to be on your site and you're going to be able to use it in Elementor. But you can click right here where it says add widget, and then all we have to do is give it a title and a name and a description. I'll fill that out. I'm going to click on add widget, and it's going to take us to this list of widgets, but we have a new one here on the bottom right. You would go ahead and click on the pencil icon right here, and then it's going to take us in to where we can start assembling, using their framework, our own custom Elementor widget. We've got our names. We can have an icon here. So this is how it looks when you're inside of Elementor. But here's where you're going to put HTML, CSS, JavaScript right here. Different assets that need to be downloaded. You can set up custom item attributes. So an example is if you wanted to create a customized button, you're on CodePen, you find a beautiful styled button that has some really sweet CSS animation tricks, and you want to use that throughout your website. So you would come in here and create it, and an attribute would be the name, the label of the button. An attribute would be the link in the button. An attribute would be the color of the button, so that when you're actually in Elementor, you can set it up the way that you would normally set it up. That is what an item attributes are. This is a really unique plugin. I think when in the right hands, this is lethal and deadly. Okay, we're moving on. Oh, actually here, let's take a look at the pricing real quick. It's super affordable, but like I said, there's a discount. Just check out the link in the video description. So we've got single site pricing, and we have virtually unlimited. So for a single site, it's only going to cost you, set you back $29, and for unlimited sites, pretty much effectively, it's going to be $99. It's a great deal. Okay, let's move on. Next, we have, I can't even pronounce it. Is it Piotnet? I don't know what it is. Wacky name, but it's referred to as PAFe, which is Piotnet Add-ons for Elementor. I'm not really fond of the name. That's all right. It does a whole heck of a lot of stuff. Now, I have no experience with this plugin, but I've leaned on the Elementor community. A lot of developers are seriously using this because it's going to allow you to do so much more with Elementor, and it does some really unique things. It's a very affordable too, so I'm going to show you that in a moment. Now, some of the things that kind of caught my attention and my eye is it has a form builder. It has a way of making those forms have conditionals and multi-step and all of that. And that's just some of the things that you can do with this plugin. Like I said, I do not have experience using this plugin, but if you ask around in some of the Elementor communities, it's super popular with people. I'm going to click on buy now, and you can see the pricing. It's dirt cheap. I mean, it's almost scary cheap, like too cheap. So a single site's $35, but you can get an unlimited site license, and it's a lifetime license for $70. That is crazy affordable. So anyways, it's kind of hard to find out some of the information about it on the website, unfortunately, and that's because there's not great demos, and some of the videos are kind of hard to understand what's being said. So I would let you know that you might have a little bit of a learning curve using this, but I really wanted to include it in this video because they're doing some really unique stuff with it. Okay, 2 more. This next one is so cool. It's called Live Editor Pro for Elementor. And what this is going to enable you to do is, if you hand off websites to clients, what's the #1 thing that they do? They jack up your design. They mess it up. They don't do it on purpose. They just can't help themselves. They start rearranging things, changing the structure and all of that. And what Live Editor Pro does is it allows you to give them access to change text and images, not the structure, and it is drop dead simple. Now, Elementor by itself gives you the ability to restrict certain user roles and what they can do, but they still have to go into the Elementor editor, and it's still a little different. Let me show you how this works. So you would give your client that you're handing the website off an account, maybe an editor account or a contributor account. These are default WordPress user roles if you didn't want to give them the admin account. And with those other accounts, you can restrict the edit with Elementor entirely. And all that would be available is this live editor option. So your client will look at the site and say, you know what, I want to change this bit of text here. Normally, if you let them into Elementor, all heck can break loose, but not if you have this plugin. So you click on Live Editor. Did you see that? That took a split second. It didn't go into this loading phase or anything. I don't see any branding or anything. You can change some of this stuff, by the way, down here. So now you see there's boxes around the text. So you can see it there. You can even see it around the button. And as I scroll down, there's all kinds of beautiful content. This is an Astra site, by the way. It's a free one. You can see there's all of these boxes around everything, and then we've got these images. So let me show you. Your client can go in here and can start typing away. Isn't that nice? They get minimal editing options, bold, italic, underline, link. So they're not going to be able to change your font style. So you've put all this effort into making beautiful font styles. They're not going to be able to change that. So they can click in any of these text areas. That's great. Now check this out for buttons. They click on a button and they can edit the text, and they can edit the link in that button right here. They're not able to change the color or anything like that because you're locking that down. You're just letting them change the simple elements of text. You can change the link and also images. So we've got this big background image. Well, if I click there, you don't see anything happens. But down here where we have the live editor bar, there's a paintbrush. And when your client clicks on that paintbrush, they can change the background image. And they can do that for all of the images. So down here we have some images. So I can click right there, just like that. I can click on edit, and then here we go. I can change that, and I can change it on all of these. So what you can do is there's an option. You would go in when you're setting this up, you would go in, you would click on the option right here, and this allows you to choose which roles get what access. So I would go to limited access, and I would give that to an editor, and then maybe I make my client's account the editor role. Now, when they log in, they're going to be able to use this, and they'll just have this limited access to it. You can go ahead and click on Done. You can go ahead and click on Publish, and that's it. When I scroll up, you can see the little bit of text I added is there. This is insanely easy to use. I don't know if you saw that. There's no training that's going to be involved for your client. It is just so insanely easy to use. So it's going to be nice if you're building out websites for clients to hand this over to them, and then they'll be able to make some of those changes and not ask you to do as much. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at them. They have a little bit of settings here. So I'm going to go to Settings, Live Editor Pro right here. So you can change some color related stuff, some text color. You can change, the little icon for changing the image that popped up. You can change that. It's very easy to customize it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and click on pricing. Let's go ahead and see how much this costs. It's cheap, guys. If you're making websites for people, this is cheap. $97 per year, and it's going to allow you to use it on all of your clients' websites. And there's a discount for you for this plugin right here. This is actually selling like hotcakes with the developer. There's nothing like this for Elementor right now. It's much easier than using what is built into Elementor. So if you make websites for clients and hand those websites off, I think this can make your life and your client's life a lot easier. Okay, lastly, I'm not going to do a demo of this one. This has got to be one of my favorite plugins on planet Earth. It's WP Fusion. This is amazing. I use it on all of my websites. It's almost kind of hard to explain what it does, but it has deep Elementor integrations. Essentially what it does is it allows your WordPress website to, and all the plugins, most of the plugins that you're going to use on it, or all the important plugins you would use on it, including Elementor, it allows that all to be synced with your CRM or your email marketing platform, and you can do all kinds of things based on tags. I'll just give you a little bit of clue to what you could do with Elementor. So for example, Elementor Pro has this amazing pop-up feature. Well, you can choose to show those pop-ups based upon user tags. Say you're selling something. You sell two different items. You sell item A and you sell item B. Well, if you want to run a sell on item A, you probably don't want to show people that already purchased it that it's now on sale. Just out of sight, out of mind. Keep that info away from them, because then they might contact you and say, hey, can you reduce or give me a partial refund? So if you have WP Fusion and you have the people that purchased that product A tagged, you can make it so the pop-up doesn't display to people with that tag in your CRM. So you can do really amazing stuff like that. Also sections, you can control the visibility of sections. You can do some amazing stuff with WooCommerce with it. You can tag people based on maybe clicking on an Elementor button. There's so many tricked out things that you can do with this. And it just pretty much works with everything. It just pulls everything in. It works fabulous with cart flows and WooCommerce. You can do some really amazing stuff with this plugin. I'm a big fan of this plugin. Let's take a look at the pricing. So it's a tool that's going to make you more money, and it's a very complex tool because it integrates with so many different CRMs. So to have this plugin, the plan that you're going to want is this Plus plan. I have the professional plan. It allows me to install it on unlimited sites. Don't worry, I have a discount for you. Just click on the link in the video description box. But this is what I started out with, was the Plus plan. And this is a tool that, when used properly, will make your website smarter, and it will make you more money. This is one of those plugins that really makes WordPress far superior than any of those SaaS platforms out there. Okay, that was an insane list of plugins, right? I've got a link down below. It's going to take you to my website. There's discounts on just about all of these. I contacted them all. I said, give me some discounts for the people on the channel. Those are all lined up for you. So that is down below. What do you think about these plugins? I'm sure some of them you haven't heard of before. They are amazing plugins, but I want to hear what you think about them in the comment section down below. You notice I didn't mention the big plugins that everyone talks about, that I even talk about all the time, because I wanted to shine the light on some of these smaller, lesser known plugins that are super incredibly useful. And that was the intention behind this video, was to shine the light on some of these developers that are doing great things, but might not get as much attention to their products. These are amazing developers, amazing products, and we should show them our support as well. Hey, if you enjoyed this video or videos like it, consider giving this video a thumbs up, subscribe, notification bell, support me, share this video out with people. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.